What's up, everybody? Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we gotta talk about Riot's huge balance mistake, where a lot of people were really not happy with the balancing of patch 3.06. So let's talk about it, let's break it all down, and then you decide if you are happy or sad about the balance changes. But go to the GameLeap website down below if you want to dominate this patch. We got in-depth advanced tips and tricks, map guides, agent courses, we got it all. You just gotta go check it out right now. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, of course, Riot actually nerfed quite a few things in this patch, but most importantly, they nerfed Jett. They nerfed her quite a bit, and they did it with a cloud burst reduction, and they did it by fundamentally changing blade storm. So when you right click, you're all in. You don't get a reset, and that really takes away some identity and some playstyle of Jett, but that's really not why people are mad. And the thing is, people are mad. A lot of pro players really disagree with how this was balanced and how Riot went about it, and it's really interesting because we've never seen a negative reaction to a balance change quite like this before. This is actually a really huge pushback against these changes. Now let's actually read some of the tweets that people had about these changes and different takes about the changes. First off, we got to talk about your boy Tens, and he said, I don't even use right click, so you know, they're not even nerfing Tens, like what the fuck. But the next person that tweeted out was Timothy Ta. He said, I don't think smokes and knives are the issue with Jett. This does nerf her a little, but in my opinion, her dash mechanic needs to be reworked or nerfed. Now, this really introduces us to the big debate, right? A lot of people think that the dash is the problem with Jett's character, and this is the big debate that you yourself have to really think if you're okay with this being changed, because Jett, her identity is centered around her dash right now. She's a character that has a very strong identity, and a lot of people attribute Jett to Valorant. Like, Jett is what makes Valorant so unique, Valorant so cool. It really differences the game of Valorant from the game of CSGO, when Jett is just such a wild card, so out of the box, so different, and what she can pull off is also fundamentally different. And a lot of that centers around her dash, and if you take away dash as a mechanic, you take away that altogether, then what do you leave Jett with? What do you change that to, and how do you maintain her identity? And she's just gonna be a different character altogether. So it's really about the identity and the feel of the game and the identity of Jett herself and balance, and that's kind of problematic when dash is so damn powerful. So it's obvious that Riot wanted to maintain the dash, even if it's super powerful, and just nerf her in a lot of other ways, but a lot of people just don't think that that's correct. There was a clip with Shazam explaining that the problem with Jett is actually the fact that the operator is the most powerful weapon in her hands. She's a character that gets to utilize one of the most powerful weapons in the entire game, and she's the only one who gets to utilize it, and that's just not fair. So there needs to be big changes to the operator to make it so that Jett is not as powerful, or maybe the dash itself is the reason why it's so damn powerful on specifically Jett. Now, FPX Angel actually tweeted this out saying, this Jett nerf looks weird. Those skills aren't why she's OP. I think all the players need to create a petition or something to only change dash mechanics so that Jett can dash only towards the direction she looks at, and we are good. Now, this is an ongoing sentiment that has been tweeted out and backed up by multiple people. Average Jonas saying, I still feel like Jett dash should only go in the direction you're facing. And NRG Psalm actually tweeted out stating, make Jett only dash where she's looking. Now, here's the thing. There's actually a developer, the person who is in charge of a lot of what has to do with Jett. He tweeted this out stating, my personal take on Jett dash going only in the direction you are facing, it does not solve the core of the problem being presented and introduces input complexity, gutting the input satisfaction of one of our funnest agents. Though I think it's a really interesting change, I'm mainly seeing high-level players are asking for this, and these players will be the first to trivialize this change with adaptation and their strong mechanics. So essentially what he's saying is that this change will not really affect high-level players all that much when they have high-level mechanics and they can adapt to it and they can flick to the right and do it. And for the majority of players who don't have that high level of skill, this is gonna feel awkward. This is not gonna be very satisfying. It's gonna make the character feel clunky and add extra layers of complexity to a character that really doesn't need that added layer of complexity. Now, there also have been talks of completely reworking the dash. I saw this funny gif where it was basically Naruto running with the hands behind him, and that's what Jett gets to do. She gets to run like double the speed. I don't know, something like that. I really have no idea how to balance this character. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that dash is very powerful. I do think that making it so you can only dash in the direction you're facing is kind of whack. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It just is gonna feel really weird. I mean, sure, we would get used to it over time and it would be no big deal. I just think that it just makes the character pretty clunky, I think is the best way to put it. Like, yeah, it makes it more complex, but it's just gonna feel very strange, and overall, I think it's gonna make the character not feel cohesive. I would rather them change the ability altogether if they're gonna do that. If they need to balance dash in a way where you have to face the direction you're dashing, I would rather the entire ability be fundamentally changed, but maybe that's just my point of view on it. I really want to hear your point of view on it. Are you happy with these changes? Do you think Jett's going to be in a good spot? Or do you think that this is just like a band-aid fix and down the line, she's going to have to get multiple nerfs because she's still going to be top of the meta? I really want to know your opinion about all that and why. And go to the GameLeap website. If you want to dominate with new Jett or any character, we have high-quality VOD reviews that is going to teach you decision-making step by step so that you know exactly what to do in your games. Go check it out right now down below. But thank you so much for coming by. Hope you enjoyed the video. I love y'all faces, and I'll see you next time.